Hello everyone and welcome to the third episode of the Modern Warfare 2 Spec Ops Mission Guide. I'm your host Alpha Elephant or Jerome, and today I'm here with my good friend XWDOAX Revo, or Landon, you can just call him for short. That's probably a lot easier. So me and Landon right now, we're trying to do the mission O Cristo Redentor, and as most of you probably know, it is probably one of the hardest missions there are, even though it's on Alpha. The part that makes it so hard is that a lot of the civilians, like the one that I had just slashed if you were watching before, run in front of you and try and get in your way. And if you kill 3 of them, the mission's failed. So you somehow got to kill 50 guys that look exactly the same as the civilians, but not kill 3 of the civilians. Not only that, but it's just plain old difficult because there's just so many of the enemies. So you got to make use of some really good strategies that me and my partner are going to be running throughout this entire level. So, right now we're staying as what I call the safe house right here. It's safe because there's only one way for them to come in, and you can just camp it until a lot of them die. The only problem is they'll stop coming after about 10 to 15 of them, so you'll probably have to move out. Right here for us, it changes for everyone. Right here for us, it turns out to be 7, and there's some more civilians like idiots. Another civilian. See, that's what makes it so difficult, not shooting those guys. Anyway, it's getting a little choppy here in the video. I apologize. That'll fix itself in a second. It just kind of happens sometimes. Anyway, so as I said before, you're going to leave the safe house where we were just at, and you're going to try and find a new place to hide, which I'll be showing you soon enough. Because as of now... Oh, here's the other bonus of it. You can hear the dogs coming. Best place to camp for dogs. The dogs will always run in there. They can't get you, basically, but you can get them because you have the upper hand, because you can see them coming before they can get to you, and they have to go through that one single door. So, if you're watching the hostiles count on the side, as you can see, we've camped the same building this entire time, and they're already down to 34 people. So, as I said before, this is the best place to make your first stop when you're doing this level. Also, take advantage of the claymores in the building. You can see we planted one in the door, and I'm about to plant another. Always take advantage of the claymores. There's no reason not to. Anyway, I'm just planting them basically every which way. And, yeah, so right there, I got shots. I'm going to lob a grenade. That's another thing. Make use of basically every single object you have, including grenades, because back at the spawn, I don't know if you know, there's actually an ammo box that you can refuel your ammo at. And something else that I found very useful, you might want to make note of this, is say you have to reload and you also need ammo, run over to the ammo box and just pick up the ammo first, because for whatever reason, it reloads your gun for you. So that saves you an effective, 2 to 3 seconds depending on which gun you have. So that's always very nice. I thought that was always a cool trick and a good tip for you guys to use. I mean, I use it a little bit. And, yeah, so right now we're trying to make our way across to our second safe house, I guess you can call it. I'll show you once we get there. The only problem is it's too hard to describe. And as you can hear, I think I hear dogs coming, so we run back to our spot, and we camp it out, and here they are. Shoot them again. Look at that. Oh, when your teammate's on them, there's 2 options. You can either let them try and crack the dog's neck, but mostly you should try and shoot the dog off of your teammate so there's no risk. So... yeah, we're down to 27 hostiles. Not that bad already. Little trouble. Not too much. And right here is where you want to go. You're going to go down here because it's going to be on your way to the second safe house. And once again, don't be modest with your ammo. You just saw I just wasted a whole clip. Don't worry about it. You got a whole ammo drop and you got 50 hostiles worth of weapons. But do watch out for that right there. You might have just saw he fired an RPG at me. There's one guy in that house that fires an RPG, and obviously, if you're too close to your teammate, that can be a lot of trouble for you guys. So send one guy out to take out the RPG guy, and then move in. That's another thing, a good strategy right here. Say one of your teammates is down, say you or your ally is downed. Have them crawl to you, because they will not shoot you when you're down, and they won't try and kill you fully, so they are the ones that should go to you. You shouldn't go to your fallen teammate, because then you can just get down and fail the mission. Whereas the guy crawling, it may take a while, but if you have, say, a minute until you bleed out, that's a good distance you can get, and it's not dangerous for the other guy. So always, always, always crawl to the live teammate. Don't do the opposite. I've seen people try the opposite, and they fail too often. Once again, I apologize for the quality of the video. I was kind of testing with some of the quality things, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. You can basically see everything that's going on. And it's not so much about the video itself, it's about what I'm commentating, so hopefully I give you a good help with that. Anyway, the house I just grenaded, that's going to be your second stop on your list of safe houses, because as you can see, I've probably killed, I think it was close to 15 enemies now just from that whole area that were in that safe house. So, I mean, there's going to be tons of enemies. And also, the main benefit is where I just jumped right now. I jumped there to show you guys. That's where you're going to want to be when the dogs come. See right there how a dog just came? Because they have to jump up onto that first bed, then come get you. And it takes them so long that you have enough time you can just shoot them apart. That's the key with all these safe houses, is every single one of them will have a way for you to get away from dogs and to make it easier for you. And also, I guarantee you there'll be a large presence of enemies that come. And the reason why I chose these 3 is because they're all on separate parts of the map. So you're guaranteed basically to kill every single person except, I don't know, maybe like 5 stragglers by the end of the game. Like, as you can see, we're only done with 2 safe houses, and there's still only 17 hostiles left. So we're making good time and good killings right now. So after that safe house is pretty much clear, you should always have one guy wait there while the other guy runs up and tries making it to the second one. The second one's going to be on your left-hand side, where that guy just ran out of. That's where it's going to be. Alright, so as you can see, the safe houses, as I said before, they're filled with people. I mean, I've just killed 4 of them, and even more are still running out of there. So keep those 3 in mind. Always, I mean, if you need to rewind the video to check, do that. Just please keep those 3 spots in mind, because that's the 3 kill points, I guess you could say, and that's how you're going to actually win this level. So, yeah, I'm just going to keep grenading. Actually, I flashbang myself. And, yeah. So, clean out that safe house. Make sure you do the surrounding area, because it may not look like it, but there's a few buildings to the right that they can shoot you out of, and they will try and shoot you out of, so that's annoying. Anyway, we heard dogs, so we ran back to our spot, and wouldn't you know it, they are going to get claymored, and then we're going to shoot them up. So, yeah. The dogs really have no hope on this level if you use our spots that we were telling you guys about. There goes the other claymore. And that should be it. That's another thing I like, is that being the dogs are rendered useless by our spot. They, what is it? Oh, I apologize. That's what it was. That they basically just count as a 1 less hostile for the enemy for each dog, because they're not going to kill you if you do what we're telling you, and it's not going to be a big deal. So, anyway, as you saw back there, I did it a few seconds ago, they have an ammo box, and right here, just shoot through the door, pray and spray right there. And then once, like I said before, if you need more ammo, there's one that you just saw me take ammo from. Go there and grab some ammo. Landon just walked by it. So there's 4 hostiles left. Now this is where you're going to want to be careful, because things like that can happen. So what you're going to want to do is make sure that, as we said before, have him crawl to you. That's why I'm camping right here at the door. And then what you're going to want to do is only send 1 guy out at a time, because if only 1 guy's down, you're not going to lose. So send the first guy out, and if he gets down, no big deal, have him crawl back to you. That's honestly how you're going to get a lot of these Spec Ops missions done. It's not even about skill most of the time, just about strategy. So, as you can see right now, I'm going to take the point right here, and Landon's going to hide behind the wall just in case I get downed. So I'm going to run out there and grenade, and we luckily get that guy. So right here, this is where things get a little testy, I guess you could say, which is why we only send 1 guy at a time. So I almost get downed right there, so I tell Landon to back up, because that's what you're going to want to do. You're going to have 1 guy in the back, 1 guy in the front. If the guy in the front gets down, guy in the back can pick him up, no harm done. But, do not, I know this sounds weird, because most of the time they like stick together with your Spec Ops guys. Stick together, but don't stick too close, because right here we made the mistake of being that close, and had we had been grenaded or even RPG'd, I think there's only 1 RPGer, but just in case, you know, we could have just lost the entire mission, only 3 people away. So, yeah, right now we're just trying to think of a strategy of how to get them, but, I mean, as I said before, it's really not that hard anymore. That's the other safe house, just kind of outlining it for you. That's the one that, you know, you're going to want to go into. And, yeah, I mean, yeah, as I said before, don't be modest with ammo, as you just saw, and just try and clean up all the houses. And to sum it all up, stick close to your teammate, but don't stick too close, and make sure that when they're down, they crawl to you. Anyway, thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll have more Spec Ops mission guides for you in the near future. Have a nice day.